Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Or maybe you've looked someone in the eye, knowing you know their name, but it just won't come to you? It's like the word is sitting on the tip of your tongue, refusing to show up when you need it. These moments can be frustrating, even a little scary, and if they've been happening more often lately, you might be wondering, is my memory slipping? You're not alone in asking that question. As we grow older, it's completely normal to notice changes in the way we think, recall, and process information. You might notice names taking longer to remember, or appointments you thought you'd written down somehow getting missed. And while that can feel unsettling, here's the good news. Your brain is not a fading candle. It's more like a muscle, and with the right care and a few gentle habits, it's absolutely possible to strengthen it, even in just a few minutes a day. Memory isn't just something you either have or don't. It's a living, active process. And just like we take care of our bodies with movement, nutrition, and rest, we can take care of our minds with small, intentional practices that keep our brain firing, our recall sharp, and our confidence steady. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can start restoring and refreshing your memory in just 3 minutes at a time. No fancy programs, no expensive equipment, just a few powerful research-backed techniques that fit easily into your day. Let's start with something simple that most people overlook: attention. So often, what we call forgetfulness is really just a matter of not being fully present in the first place. Think about the last time someone told you their name. Were you really listening? Or were you distracted, thinking about what you were going to say next, or what you needed from the store later? Our brains can only hold on to what they truly notice. So the first key to improving memory is giving your full attention to the moment you're in. The next time someone introduces themselves, take a breath, look them in the eye, repeat their name back. That simple act of slowing down and focusing makes your brain far more likely to retain the information. This same principle applies to everyday tasks. If you tend to misplace your glasses or forget where you put your keys, it's not necessarily your memory that's failing. It might be that your brain never truly registered the moment you set them down. Try this instead. Whenever you put something important down, say it out loud. I'm placing my keys on the bookshelf. It might feel silly at first, but by adding that verbal cue, you're helping your brain form a stronger memory trace. It turns an unconscious act into a conscious one, and that makes all the difference. Now that we're thinking about attention as the foundation of memory, let's gently build on that by adding movement. It might surprise you to hear this, but one of the most effective ways to boost memory, especially as we age, is to move your body. Not intense workouts, not running marathons, just simple, intentional movement. Something as basic as a short walk, a few stretches, or even marching in place for a couple of minutes can significantly improve brain function. It gets your blood flowing, delivers oxygen to the brain, and helps strengthen the hippocampus, which is the part of your brain responsible for forming new memories. In fact, a study published in Neurology found that older adults who engaged in light physical activity had larger brain volumes and better memory performance over time. And the best part? These benefits can begin in just 3 minutes. The next time you feel foggy or forgetful, try standing up, rolling your shoulders, turning your head side to side, and walking around the room. You'll be surprised how even a little physical stimulation can wake your mind up and sharpen your thinking almost instantly. Alongside movement, there's another activity that's just as important and can be done anywhere, anytime, and that's mental imagery. This is something your brain already knows how to do, but with a bit of focus, it can become one of your strongest memory tools. Let's say you want to remember that you parked your car on level 2B. Instead of just repeating 2B in your head, picture a giant honeybee buzzing around a parking garage, landing on a giant number 2. The sillier or more vivid the image, the better. Your brain loves stories, color, emotion, and movement. By turning information into something visual and engaging, you give it a stronger anchor in your memory. You can use this trick for grocery lists too. Instead of just trying to remember eggs, spinach, oatmeal, imagine a giant egg wearing spinach leaves as a cape, diving into a bowl of oats like a superhero. It sounds ridiculous, but that's exactly what makes it work. The brain is wired to remember unusual, emotional, or visually rich images far more easily than plain words. So the next time you want to lock something into memory, close your eyes for just a moment and build a funny, colorful picture in your mind. That little pause, just 3 minutes or less, can turn a fleeting thought into something that sticks. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated ways to refresh and support memory: breath. Not in the way we usually think about it, as just something we do automatically, but as a mindful, calming tool to clear mental clutter. Because let's face it, when our minds are racing, worrying about the past, planning the future, running through to-do lists, there's not much room left for memory to work properly. Stress, even low-level stress, tightens our mental focus and makes it harder for the brain to store and retrieve information. But here's the beautiful part. Deep, slow breathing helps settle all that noise. Just taking a minute or two to sit quietly, close your eyes, and take slow, full breaths in and out can reset your nervous system and open up your brain's capacity to think clearly again. It might not sound like much, but several studies, including one in the Journal of Cognitive Enhancement, have shown that even short periods of mindful breathing improve working memory, especially in older adults. You're not just calming your body, you're giving your brain the space it needs to function at its best. So the next time you lose your train of thought or can't recall why you came into a room, pause. Don't panic. Just breathe. Sit down, feel your feet on the ground, and take 3 or 4 long, steady breaths. Feel the air moving in and out. Give your brain a moment to catch up. You'll be amazed how often that forgotten word or lost idea quietly floats back to the surface once you've let go of the tension. And if you want to take that even further, try pairing your breathing with a simple grounding phrase, something like, I am here, I am calm, I remember what matters. Repeating a phrase like that helps anchor your mind and brings your attention gently back to the present. It's a way of telling your brain, we're okay now, you can let go of the stress. And that sense of calm makes everything easier to remember, whether it's where you put the checkbook or the name of your neighbor's dog. When you give your brain a break from rushing and multitasking, it rewards you with clarity. And clarity is the fertile ground where memory can grow. Once you've created that inner calm through breathing, there's another beautiful habit you can introduce: speaking your memories out loud. It may sound simple, but there's something remarkably powerful about saying things aloud. When you speak, you're not just thinking, you're hearing, processing, and reinforcing all at once. It's like giving your memory a second layer of support. If you've ever tried to remember a phone number by repeating it under your breath, you've already used this trick without realizing it. This can be especially helpful when you're learning something new or trying to hold on to details throughout the day. For example, if you're meeting someone for the first time, say their name aloud as soon as they introduce themselves. Nice to meet you, Carol. That extra repetition anchors the name in your brain more securely, or when you make plans for the week, say them aloud to yourself. Okay, dentist on Wednesday at 10. You might even write it down and read it back. These small actions give your brain extra chances to form a strong memory. And here's something else that's both practical and wonderfully therapeutic: talking to yourself kindly when you forget something. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm getting so forgetful," try saying, "It'll come to me, just give it a second." Your brain listens to your self-talk more than you might think. When you speak kindly and confidently, you're not just improving your mood, you're encouraging your brain to stay open and engaged instead of closing down in frustration. You can even make a habit of storytelling, which is one of the most effective ways to exercise memory. Tell a grandchild about your first job. Call a friend and share a funny memory from a vacation years ago. Talk about moments that matter. The act of recalling details, setting the scene, remembering names and places, all of that gives your brain a workout, but in the most joyful way, and it connects you to others in the process. You see, memory isn't just about facts and lists, it's about meaning, it's about connection. And when you make it a habit to speak your memories, to share your life out loud, you're not only strengthening your recall, you're enriching your relationships, you're giving your memories room to breathe, to grow, to stay alive. Now that we've explored how to calm the mind, engage the body, and speak our memories into life, there's one more beautiful truth to hold on to. Your memory is not just a record of your past, it's a living part of who you are right now. And just like a garden, it needs gentle tending. It doesn't require perfection. It doesn't demand that you remember every single name, date, or detail. What it thrives on is presence, curiosity, and care. So if you've felt lately like your memory isn't as sharp as it once was, take heart. That feeling doesn't mean your best days are behind you. It means your brain is inviting you to pay attention, to slow down, to nourish it with small but powerful moments of clarity and intention. Because the truth is, restoring your memory doesn't have to be a long or difficult journey. In just 3 minutes a day, 3 minutes of movement, breathing, focus, or meaningful connection, you can wake up parts of your mind that may have been quietly waiting in the wings. Start by choosing one tiny ritual that feels good to you. Maybe it's tracing the details of your morning, what you smelled when you woke up, what the sunlight looked like through the curtains. Maybe it's repeating a few lines of a poem or singing an old song while you make tea. Maybe it's looking someone in the eyes and asking them to tell you a story, then really listening and asking questions. Each of these actions sparks something in your memory center. Each one adds fuel to that beautiful inner fire. And remember, no matter your age, your brain is still capable of forming new connections. Science backs this up again and again. Neuroplasticity doesn't disappear after 60 or 70 or even 90. You can still build, still strengthen, still grow. Even if you've had days where you forgot where the keys were or couldn't recall a word mid-sentence, that's not a signal of failure. It's just a gentle nudge. Be kind to your mind. You're not broken. You're simply being asked to notice, to breathe, to move with intention again. And the good news is, you already have everything you need. The power is already within you. Your breath, your focus, your movement, your stories, these are your tools. These are your 3-minute miracles. So as you go about your day to day, I hope you carry this with you. Every moment is a new chance to remember. Every gentle habit is a way of planting seeds that bloom into clarity, peace, and joy. Don't rush it. Don't worry if it takes time. Just keep showing up 3 minutes at a time and trust that your memory is listening. It wants to grow with you. If this video gave you a little encouragement or a few useful ideas, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these memory-boosting habits or if you have your own tips to share. And if you found this helpful, please give the video a like. It helps more folks find these tools. You can also subscribe if you'd like more warm and thoughtful content designed just for you. Here's to staying curious, connected, and wonderfully alive in every moment. Your memory is your story, and every day you get to keep writing it.